What's going on, guys? Game Nut here, and I am back on the Madden 15 Ultimate Team, and today we have to be perfect from here on out in the rest of this season to make sure that we get into the playoffs and make sure that this season was not just a big waste of time. So before we get into our games, I decided it was time to make a few upgrades with my lineup. So first off, at the left guard position, 95 overall Team of the Year edition, Clinton Bowling is who I decided to pick up for only 73,000 coins. And let me tell you, these Team of the Year cards are absolute steals right now. All of their prices are so low. You guys definitely need to go ahead and pick them up if you need to upgrade your team with these Team of the Year cards because of how cheap they are. It's kind of unfair. All these people are going to be rocking with these 95 overall cards. So I also decided it was time for a new receiver on the team, and 95 overall Andre Johnson for only 78,000 coins. Again, absolute steal, and the dude's got like a 99 catch in traffic, so definitely a big pickup for my team. Welcome aboard to my squad, Andre Johnson. So also, like you guys know, I love bringing you all bundles. And with all these past promos that have been coming out, they're all $50 prices for the bundles. And as much as I would love to go ahead and drop money on them and pick them up for you guys, I can't just keep going ahead and dropping 50 bucks on these bundles. So I decided to go ahead and do a quick $10 bundle, 7 pro packs for you guys, and see if I can get anything out of these packs. So out of this one, we do get a Super Bowl card, a gold flash. It is Josh Klein, 85 overall right guard, and I did decide to go ahead and sell him. I'm not going to go ahead and complete that mystery MVP set for the 99 overall mystery MVP after the Super Bowl is over because I feel like a ton of people are striving to complete that set. So I'm definitely not going to complete it because I feel the price is going to be so low since so many people I feel are going to complete that set. So definitely going to go ahead and sell him, not completing that set. And out of this pack, we do go ahead and get another Super Bowl card. This time it is an Elite 92 overall Chandler Jones. Also goes into that mystery MVP set, so I had to go ahead and sell him for about 40,000 coins. Definitely has some good stats on him. I could have started him, but I decided to go ahead and let him off on the auction block because so many people are going to be buying this card, like I said, because they want to complete that mystery MVP set. So I'm not going to complete it. I had to go ahead and sell him, get some of my coin back for getting those upgrades I just got for my team. So that definitely helped out a little bit with the 40,000 coin price that I did sell him for. So into our final pro pack now, I believe is what this is. We get a Josh Hall. Look at that man's face. He kind of looks a little funny. And then we get a Pernell McPhee, a player from the Ravens. I mean, I think that's EA just saying, you know what, here you go. Here's your team, the Ravens. They didn't make the playoffs. Well, actually, I mean, they did. They didn't make it further, but is what I meant to say. So looking at my lineup now, obviously the only changes, we have Andre Johnson at the #1 position for the wide receiver, and then Clint Bowling at the left guard position. I'm also definitely thinking about upgrading the rest of my offensive line in the future episodes. And then my defense, I think it's just absolutely looking stacked. My defense is looking so good right now. I don't really want to touch any positions on that. So into our regular games now, we are currently 4-3 on the season. Definitely not where I want it to be in this situation. We have to win 3 straight from here on out, and if we lose one, we are out. The season is completely over. So we have to be perfect from this point forward to make sure we get into the playoffs. And so far this year in Ultimate Team, I don't think I've missed the playoffs once yet. So I don't want to go ahead and I want to keep that streak alive. I definitely want to go ahead and make the playoffs from here on out. I don't want to, you know, screw it up, lose at this point in the season and not get into the playoffs. So we are starting off home for our first game. We do receive the ball at the start of the first quarter. So Joe Montana is going to step back on a 2nd and 4. Find Wes Welker on a short little slant route. He goes ahead and snags that one out of the air for a short little guy. That was definitely a good catch. So on a 1st and 10 later on in this drive, we see a wide open Rob Gronkowski down the field. He goes ahead and puts us on the other side of the 50. So definitely a good way to start off in this drive. Starting off on the passing game very, very strong. So on a 3rd and 6, Beast Mode hits him with a juke move. And look at that, picking up a first down just like that. Beast Mode, I love this dude so much. You guys don't understand. I love Marshawn Lynch. I have a man crush on Marshawn. I'm not going to lie. So then on a 2nd and 10, we go to Andre Johnson for the first time on my team, and it is a touchdown. And let me tell you, I was very scared on that play. I thought it was an interception. That was such a dangerous pass, but fortunately, Andre Johnson with that catch and trap, 99. I mean, he goes ahead. You saw what he just did. He gets a touchdown on our team. First catch of Andre Johnson is a touchdown. We go up 7-0 in this game. So in my opponent's drive, we're skipping a little bit forward on a 3rd and 8. Tom Brady does go ahead and step back, and he finds DeMarcus Ware. That is the wrong team, my friend. DeMarcus Ware is an absolute beast, the flashback edition. He does go ahead and gets a little bit of a return, and he saves my defense, my team, I should say, from letting my opponent get any points on the scoreboard. So we go ahead with some decent field position now. Rob Gronkowski on that pass picks up a first down, keeps the game alive. We go with a Marshawn Lynch screenplay once again. This time he is just short of the first down marker, and now we have a 2-minute warning. We only have 2 minutes left in the second quarter, so now on a 3rd and 3, we're looking back to Rob Gronkowski. Definitely a risky play as that ball gets swatted down, so I said, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and keep this one smart. I'm going to take my field goal, keep my points, and we go up 10-0 in this game. Make sure that we don't go ahead and risk it and, you know, on a 4th down, not convert it, and give my ball back to my opponent in a good field position. So skipping forward once again a little bit later into my opponent's drive, he only has 14 seconds now left on a 4th and 3. He decides to go for it instead of taking his 3 points on the field goal, and he actually goes ahead and picks up a first down, but he decides to rush it, which is kind of a dumb idea, especially with only 5 seconds left now in the game. Again, he does not decide to go ahead and play it smart, take his 3 points, but instead he finds Jack Lambert for the touchback, and just like that, user interception, he goes to right who I was usering. Jack Lambert, absolutely huge pickup to save my opponent from getting any points on the board whatsoever. In my opinion, he should have just played smart and went for his 3 points, but oh my goodness, we come out of the gate at the start of the second half and we get a fumble, and we do recover it, and you guys know what's going to happen. My opponent, that was enough for him. He goes ahead and rage quits, but let me show you guys something very quickly. We're going to go ahead and look at this. He is actually down on that play, and without a doubt, that would have gotten overturned, and I had a feeling when that play actually happened that the ball came out a little bit late, and if my opponent just would have stayed, it would have been a booth review no matter what, I guarantee you, and that play would have gotten overturned. So my opponent, him being impatient, went ahead and got us a free win with him rage quitting. So we go ahead and kick off the second game now. We are playing home once again. This time we are kicking off at the start of the first half, and we go ahead and give it to my opponent. We are playing against the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm ready to go ahead, and we got to make sure, like, again, we have to be perfect from here on out. So on the rushing game, my opponent could not get anywhere the entire game. Let me tell you guys, I shut down the run like no other. You can see my defensive line just absolutely destroyed his offensive line. They got through so quickly, it was a little ridiculous. So on a 3rd and 9, bad user by myself, I let him go ahead and keep this drive alive and move the chain. So again, on another 3rd and 9 now, Michael Vick does step back, and again, kind of a bad user by myself once again. Not really in it right now with Jack Lambert. I'm kind of out of focus. I don't know what's going on, so definitely let my opponent let up some big plays. And right here, I probably could have used that one again, but my opponent is just moving the chains, going down the field, converting on 3rd down. So on a 3rd and goal now, Michael Vick is scrambling, and he goes down for a sack. My defensive line comes up huge, and we only settle, or we let my opponent only settle for just 3 points and not go up 7-0 in this game. So currently it is 3-0 in the second quarter with 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in this game. So on my first play, we go with a Marshawn Lynch run. Definitely took the wrong hold there. Couldn't find anything. And on the second play, we come up and try to go to Rob Gronkowski, but we throw it to his defender, and we come up by throwing an interception. Definitely not a good way to start this game, as you can see my opponent is in beautiful field position, already without a doubt can get a field goal in this game, but obviously he's trying for that 7 points. But JPP, Jason Pierre-Paul, comes up and knocks Michael Vick out, and we get the fumble and the recovery. It doesn't get overturned, so definitely a big way for my defense. Like I'm telling you, my defense is just absolutely amazing. They come up clutch in so many ways. It is ridiculous. So on a 2nd and 3 now, we look to Steve Smith Sr., who goes ahead, keeps this drive alive. So on a 3rd and 10 now, skipping forward just a little bit, you know who we're going to be looking for on a 3rd and long. We go to Rob Gronkowski down the field, and like he's got amazing catch in traffic, so he goes ahead and moves the chains, keeps this drive alive. So on a 1st and 10 now, I decided to go ahead right back to him, Rob Gronkowski. I saw him using against him, and he kind of did a bad job of it. So back to Rob Gronkowski, keeps the drive alive again to my man Gronk. He goes ahead all the way up to the 3-yard line. So I then decided to go ahead and call a timeout. We are at 20 seconds left. Going back to Gronk once again, and he is actually just short. He is on the 1-yard line. So instead of calling a timeout, I decided to go with the no huddle. We audibled to a run play to Marshawn Lynch, and we go up 7-0 in this game. Definitely a big way. I did not want to settle for 3 points. I had to get a touchdown on that drive. So now kicking off to my opponent, he does start off with the ball. No, actually, I take that back. We did have to punt to my opponent now at the start of the second half. I couldn't get anything going on offense, so my opponent is slowly going down the field. He is, you know, putting together a very solid drive, definitely taking up a ton of time on the clock. As you can see, we're already in the fourth quarter with 3 minutes and 40 seconds left, and on fourth down, he converts once again. So now on a 2nd and 12, Michael Vick scrambling to the left side, and let me tell you, DeMarcus Ware again comes up with another interception. This flashback DeMarcus Ware is an absolute beast. I love having him on my team. So now all we have to do is go ahead and run the clock out. My opponent is, of course, going to go ahead and try and call his timeout. So obviously he's probably going to go ahead and run commit because that's what I want to do. It's just run out the clock. So I decided to hit him with a play action, and oh my God, the missed tackles. Rob Gronkowski, nothing but green in front of that man right there. Go ahead and hit him with the Gronk spike, boy. My man Gronk gets another touchdown in this game. Absolutely huge. That's a nail in the coffin to my opponent. So he only has 50 seconds left to do something in this game. He scrambles to the right side of the field, and he looks for Cam Chancellor. That is going to go ahead and finish this game off for sure. I tried to house it, couldn't get around those defenders right there, but just like that, we did get our second win of the day. Very, very happy that I didn't get a loss. I have to keep this season alive. I want to get into the playoffs. I want to get a Super Bowl. So this is our chance. We need one more win. We have one more chance to go ahead and make it into the playoffs. And let me tell you guys, my lineup, I don't know about you, but I think my defense is absolutely solid right now. I don't really want to touch anything on my defense for the rest of this season. Maybe after the season's over, get a couple new updates at safety or something like that. But offensive line is who I'm definitely thinking about upgrading in the next episode for sure. And then, I don't know, I think fullback, I'm definitely looking at a new one as well because he's definitely low overall. But anyway, guys, that is going to be the end of this one. I hope you all did enjoy. If you did, be sure to let me know by leaving a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. And anyway, guys, I guess I'll see you in the next one. Catch you later, guys. Peace.
Look, girl, you got me faded, like I downed the whole bottle. Yeah, you walked in the room, looking like a Victoria's Secret model. Throw your number in my iPhone, and then let me take you home. I swear